Have you seen this incredible footage and the photos coming out today of Prince William flying drones, firing sniper rifles and doing live fire practice with the Welsh Guards? That's right, welcome back to the channel guys, and today we're going to be taking a look at Prince William's trip today to see the Welsh Guards, where we were treated to all of this amazing footage. So the Prince of Wales is of course a former army officer who became colonel of the regiment last year, the colonel of the Welsh Guards, and he wore camouflage gear and a beret for the session, which he said he enjoyed and which also involved firing a machine gun during the visit to Salisbury Plain today. William joined soldiers of the 1st Battalion and fired a full belt of 200 machine gun rounds at a disused tank around 800 metres away, earning praise from the machine gun platoon commander, who said he, quote, did well hitting the target. The Prince said afterwards he enjoyed flying the drone, a weapon which of course has been much used on the battlefield throughout the war in Ukraine, both by Ukrainian defenders and the invading Russian forces. One of the regiment's senior drone operators, asked about the Prince's reaction, said, quote, with the drones he was saying what is happening is reality. He said the drones cost around £7,000 each and called them a new bit of kit brought into a military context. Drones have been a thing for years, but now we're utilising them as an asset on the ground, and it's proven successful in current affairs that's actually happening now. The platoon commander described the royal visit as very special, adding the regiment has a long history with His Majesty the King, formerly the Prince of Wales and now His Royal Highness William, and so this is amazing morale for the guys, especially when they've been doing a lot of ceremonial duties, and also on a visit like this they can get hands-on with him, show him how it's done, and I think that means a lot to them. So it does seem like the Welsh Guards really appreciated this trip from William, really getting to meet him in person, get to know him personally, and get hands-on with him in a military context as well. I'm sure it was very exciting. After doing all of those ceremonial duties, getting to be with him one-on-one must have been amazing. So throughout this video I will have been putting some photos and videos up in the background to show you what kind of things we had coming out today. Some absolutely wonderful footage of Prince William taking part, firing the sniper rifle, firing the machine gun, taking part in flying the drone as well, as I mentioned. But an interesting fact about today's trip that I wanted to mention and talk about here is that Prince William was actually not meant to take part. He was only expected to observe the troops training. He was there as the colonel, but only in an observationary role, but he decided to take part himself as well. So he was sitting to fire the sniper rifle and lying on his front to use the machine gun, and then he was also given a tour of the training ground using binoculars to view some distant areas, and was shown weapons including the drones, which he then went on to fly. And as I said before, this battalion has been on ceremonial duty for the past 2 years, playing a role in events such as Queen Elizabeth's funeral and King Charles's coronation, and they have also taken part in overseas operations in Oman and the Falkland Islands, and now they are being prepared for a return to the field army and are given this refresher course in different weapon systems, and this was what William went to observe and then actually took part in. So I'm sure he really was excited to see how the battalion are kind of reintegrating into the army for field operations after being given this refresher course, being on some ceremonial and overseas duty for a while. Of course, Prince William has his own military training, so he wasn't going into it completely blind. He graduated from Sandhurst in December 2005 after university, and he joined the Blues and Royals, a regiment within the Household Cavalry, as a second lieutenant, progressing to lieutenant the next year. Prince William then also served in attachments to the Royal Navy and the Royal Air Force, and indeed many of the royal family members do get involved with the military, and Prince William really wanted to. Prince William actually did want to go to Afghanistan with Prince Harry, but he was denied because he was so closely in line to the throne. They thought it was too dangerous for him to go on a tour of Afghanistan, whereas Harry, being the second-born son, was allowed to go. Prince William, though, as I said, did go into the Navy and the Air Force. He learned to fly helicopters and planes and then left the RAF in 2013, but then worked as a search and rescue helicopter pilot for the East Anglian Air Ambulance as well, donating his full wage for that to charity. As the future heir to the throne, Prince William was then required to carry out more royal duties and officially left his position with the East Anglian Air Ambulance. So yes, Prince William already had extensive experience with the military before becoming Colonel of the Welsh Guards last year, and he indeed, as I mentioned briefly earlier, did speak about the reality of drone warfare as he tried flying the unmanned aerial vehicle during this training session. And going into a bit more detail about the specific weapon systems that Prince William used, there's a brilliant Forces News article that I'm going to use to explain that now. So it first speaks about what I just mentioned with the drone warfare thing, because it is a significant weapon in Ukraine. And then it goes on to describe exactly what Prince William was wearing. So he wore British MTP camouflage clothing and his Welsh Guards beret for the visit. And the sniper rifle that he fired is an L115A3, and he also fired the British Army Stalwart, which is the general purpose machine gun. He said and appeared to enjoy flying the UAV, and one of the regiment's senior drone operators said afterwards that he seemed to really enjoy it, and that he had a great conversation with Prince William about the reality of current affairs. So Prince William does seem really clued in about current military affairs and how they are affecting battlefields across the world, including, of course, in Ukraine. And that's something that King Charles is also very passionate about. There's a great video of him meeting Ukrainian army personnel and congratulating them for being so stalwart and brave in their fight against the Russian invasion. Drone warfare, of course, is increasing in both scale and sophistication due to advancements in technology, according to this Forces News article, the growing accessibility of drones and their effectiveness in conflict. There are ways to disrupt drones, for example using jamming equipment, which creates an interference in wireless communication systems, but as drones are developing, so are evasion methods. It was reported earlier this month, for example, that Russia is reverting to old school methods to make the drone-saturated skies of Ukraine even more deadly. So it is a definitely important device that continues to be very relevant for modern warfare, and Prince William seems to be really clued into that, and it was great to see him operating one of these devices. So that about covers Prince William's trip to Salisbury Plain today to join the Welsh Guards, marvelling at these high-tech drones and shooting a sniper rifle, the machine gun, really getting stuck in with the guards here as he is the colonel, meant to be only there for an observationary role, but actually got stuck in as well. And that is just the epitome of what William is. He loves to get really involved with everywhere he visits. And the pictures and videos that have been coming out today are absolutely brilliant. Just seeing Prince William in uniform is awesome, him wearing a beret, and I do think actually Prince William's new beard goes quite well with this camouflage outfit and his Welsh Guards beret. So let me know what you think on that in particular in the comments down below. I'd love to hear everyone's thoughts about the beard. I know Princess Charlotte, actually Prince William came out and said that Princess Charlotte at first was really not a fan of the beard, and he had to shave it off and then regrow it and convince Charlotte that it was going to be okay to have this beard. But yes, it was amazing to see Prince William, all this footage coming out today, really getting stuck in with the Welsh Guards, who were really thrilled to have him there, a really good boost for their morale. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. But as always, thank you very much for watching to the end of this video, and tune in soon for a video I will actually be making about Prince William's beard. So make sure you're subscribed, got those notifications on, and thank you very much for watching.